Hi everybody, happy Thanksgiving.
It's here. Are you ready? Are you guys ready?
I'm ready for turkey.
What do you think of when you think of Thanksgiving?
Turkey and stuffing.
First word, turkey stuffing.
Thankfulness?
Yes, me too.
Let you, Angel. I think of shopping.
It's in the name. Thanksgiving.
It's like food, family, football, shopping.
Yeah.
And speaking of, Black Friday is coming up right after Thanksgiving, and we have an expert on our show today. Did you guys know Kaylee is an expert Black Friday shopper?
I don't know if I would say I'm an expert, but I do like Black Friday shopping, but it's been a while. So when I was growing up, and until like a few years ago, probably like when we moved to California, I would go with my whole family, like my cousins, and we just had this like game plan. So we would get together Thanksgiving night and go through all of the ads, and one group would take like Shopko, one group would take Target, one group would take RC. Well, it was
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, we divided and conquered, and then everyone gave them their lists. So we had everyone's list, and we went and we got it, and we got so much stuff. Like
I
so
love
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
So
Teamwork.
basically, the expert's saying we need a game plan for Black Friday. And we actually have a game plan for you guys today. We are going to be talking about an app called Ernie. At first, I was like Bert and Ernie, but Ernie like earning money, EARNY. And what it is it's an app you can download to your phone for free, and it basically does the refunding for you for your purchases, which is so insane if you shop online a lot like I do. Yeah. So the app, you download it to your phone, and it basically just tracks all your purchases through your phone, and then if that item is to go on sale, the app automatically finds a refund and sends it back to your phone.
I mean, I love an app that does everything for you.
I know, like the hard work, right? So the app is cute. It kind of looks like, I feel like it looks like Homer Simpson. He has this yellow head, and then his eyeballs are like searching. He's like, I'm searching for a deal for you. But so I just put in my email, and then it like automatically tracked in. I put in my Amazon account also. I like love Amazon. I get so many things off of Amazon. And it already is just tracking everything. Oh my gosh, it's kind of embarrassing how much is really on here. But it's nice because it tells you the original price, and then it gives you this link tracking. And then right when it finds you your refund, it will switch the tracking to green. So this is the refunded $7. Nice. And it just does that work for you. It's awesome. I love it.
Amazing. Yeah, that's really awesome. Insane. And they work with so many retailers, Walmart, Target, Nordstrom.
Yeah,
I know that
Nordstrom, Amazon, it will link, like it linked right to my Amazon account. I bought this necklace on Nordstrom for, it was like only $15. It's like a locket. And one day, like the app just alerted me. It's like, I refunded you $8 and something cents to your account. And so the app went in, saw that this had gone on sale, emailed Nordstrom's customer service, and Nordstrom refunded me that money, and I didn't have to do anything.
That's so awesome.
So basically I got this for $7, which is cool.
Yeah, so this is a great time to use the app because you can find things, and then they're going to go on better sales for Black Friday, the day after Christmas, around Christmas time. Like right now there are so many great sales going on. So if you buy something for full price or even a discounted price and it's discounted more, it's going to give you money back.
And what I love about it is you don't have to wait. Because like sometimes you're just waiting for something to go on sale and then you miss out.
Right.
So this way you can just buy it and then you get the refund still.
Good point. Because like sometimes it's like you wait, like you said, like should I buy it? Because I know what's going to go on sale, and you just never know when.
And you know yourself over.
Yes. And then you're like, I spent all that money, and then you know that certain retailers hike up prices because the demand, like people want them. Like what's going to be the hot items this year for kids? And then they know people will spend the money, so now you can just shop from home in your bed. Not fight the crowds and get the refund.
And that is like, I used to Black Friday shop, and now it just has gotten so crazy. Like with this, it's starting on Thanksgiving Day. I'm not shopping on Thanksgiving Day, so I do a lot of online. Plus there's Cyber Monday. So be sure to like watch for that, which is even better. Shop online, and then everything's going to go on sale online.
Yeah, I love that. And you guys, so you basically are like making money while you shop, which is what I'm going to tell my husband. So it makes sense, you know?
So it totally
It really is true.
Yeah, like, I mean, I never think about those things. Like I'm like $14 for a necklace, I'll spend that. But it was so cool just to get $8 back and I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, but it works with big items. Like if you buy a TV for $1,000 and then it goes on sale for $800, you'll get $200 back.
Yeah, then you can go buy shoes with it. Just like keep spending it, you know? Just kidding, I'm the worst when it comes to money. I'm gonna be better. Anyways, you guys, sales are coming up. So we're gonna actually leave a link down for you guys in the description box so you guys can download it and start saving today.
Yeah. Did we mention it's free?
Yes.
Like when we downloaded it, we were like, what? This is free?
Yeah,
and
like
it's just going to do all of this for us? So
And you guys can get this app on your phone or on the computer. And please use the link down below because it helps us out and we want to help you guys out. We love you.
Yeah, download it right now so you can start saving money.
Yes.
And we would love to hear what you guys save money on.
Yeah.
Carly let us know right away. Like, I just got this money back, and we were all like, yeah.
It was only $7, but I was like,
No, it's so cool because it's just so easy.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys save money on. This is fun.
So originally when we were planning out our episodes, we definitely wanted to talk about being thankful on Thanksgiving, but I'm like, okay, so then we started out with shopping and I'm like, listen, it's the holiday season and part of that is giving to people. And I love, like, the older you get, it sounds really cliche, but I love shopping for people and just in that moment you find the thing that's like, oh, they will love this, and then wrapping up and just waiting for them and it's just sitting on the tree like, I can't wait till they open their present.
It's more fun than getting stuff.
It really
Yes.
is. Yeah. I drew Jackson's name for Christmas, and at first I was like, Jackson, like, I don't know, and I know what I'm gonna get him, and I'm so excited.
I love surprises with gifts. Jackson will buy something. Do you want to know I got you? No. What's the
He
point?
wants to know.
He's a snooper.
tell.
So
Oh, he is?
yeah, I'm like,
That's funny.
don't be a snooper. But so thinking of Thanksgiving, I feel like it's Thanksgiving snowballs into Christmas because it's like so exciting. But I'm like, we need to keep them separate. We need to focus on each holiday. So Thanksgiving, ladies, do you have plans? What are you doing? What do you want to talk about for Thanksgiving?
I think when I was thinking about this episode today, I wanted to talk about showing gratitude and actually saying thank you.
Yeah.
I have noticed, like, in this world we live in, that people don't say thank you enough. And so that is something that I really do focus on, and I try to make sure my kids are focusing on saying thank you, showing appreciation, showing your gratitude, because I know we all feel it.
Yeah.
But I think so often we miss opportunities to say thank you.
To share it.
Yeah. And I also think that it can be kind of like a pride thing sometimes. Like if someone does something nice, or not even a pride thing, or maybe like a guilty feeling, like someone does something nice and you feel like, I should have done something. And not that you don't feel that gratitude, but you're like thinking all these things like, I should have done that first. I should have thought to do that too.
Like
We
yesterday.
forget to say thank you.
Yeah.
And like I said before, when I said turn our sorries into thank yous, that can be more challenging than you realize because it feels more natural to say, I'm sorry.
Like, perfect example, yesterday I was filming a video and I thought I'd be home sooner than I was, and I wasn't. And since Kaylee lives so close, I was like, just go check in with Kaylee. I told Cooper, go check in with Kaylee and then just go home and I'll be there. And I ended up being later, and Cooper stayed with Kaylee all day. Kaylee's moving, Casey's gone, she has 4 kids. And then Cooper's on her plate, and I just kept being like, I'm so sorry, I didn't plan on pawning my child off onto you. And I just was so grateful. But that's a perfect example because I kept feeling like, oh great, she's gonna think that I'm just expecting her to watch Cooper. I'm just pawning my kid off. She has so much on her plate. When really I should just be like, thank you, here's a Dr. Pepper.
Yes, that's all I need.
I did offer Chick-fil-A.
You did.
Lucky.
Anyway, so that is something that I really wanted to focus on this Thanksgiving. So another thing that I have tried to do more often is send texts. Even if you like show gratitude, like when you leave someone's home, like tell them that you're grateful for them. Tell them that you're grateful that you were able to have a conversation, that they were there for you. If they did something, just text them and tell them thank you again.
very good at that.
That's my thought for this Thanksgiving
I love
time.
that. I think that can change your perspective really quickly
It
too.
can, yeah.
Because you kind of mentioned that it can be a pride thing, and it really can. Like sometimes you get this feeling of entitlement, and it's like somebody does something for you, or I don't know, like the person at the grocery store that bags your groceries, and it's like it's like, oh, well, that's just normal. But like if you start saying thank you, that starts to infuse like an attitude of gratitude into everything you do, and it makes life so much better for you, like not even for other people.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's so good.
And don't you think like eye contact is a big part of that? Like genuinely taking a moment to look at somebody and being like, thank you, rather than just like, oh yeah, thanks. Like I think it makes me feel good when someone's like, thank you so much, and they make that eye contact, and you have that small connection throughout your day rather than just like a quick like, yeah, thanks, whatever, you know. I think eye contact is big.
Yes, it can be such a good thing for the whole holiday season and for the rest of your life.
Yeah, just start working on it now. Saying thank you.
I think for Thanksgiving and giving thanks, it's fun to think about the deeper level of thankfulness. I was listening to Brené Brown. I feel embarrassed to always talk about her. But she was talking about feeling true joy in life. And sometimes we rob ourselves of joy because, and I do this all the time. Like we were in Disneyland and I was feeling a little stressed out, and Elliot's eye was stressing me out. He's been having to wear an eye patch anyways. And I started thinking of other people immediately. I'm like, well, there's people in third world countries who, you know, don't even have food and can't get through their day and don't have a home over their heads, and like automatically robbing myself of this joy because you instantly start thinking of others who are not as well off or in the same situation that you're at. And she was comparing that to being thankful, and she's like, when you're truly thankful for what you have, it makes you able to be empathetic for others who are suffering and who don't have what you have. And when she said that, for some reason it made me think of Thanksgiving, because I guess it's like that holiday where you are reminded that it's time to sit down and think about what you have, and you're allowed to be grateful and happy for your life and allow yourself that joy without it robbing others. And she's like, you know, when you truly learn to be grateful and happy for you and your life and what you have, then that's when you can really start serving and lifting and looking to others to help them, because you're not letting that take away from you. Does that make sense?
It doesn't have to be a guilt thing. It's like,
and it just, you know, I think it just comes down to being really healthy with your relationship in your life, because how can you sell from an empty wagon or help others or serve others or let others know you're thankful for them if you're not loving and thanking yourself and like being your best self? And for some reason, when she said that last night, listening to it on my drive home, I was like, that's a really good point. And during the Thanksgiving holiday, I think it's really good to start thinking about those maybe who, it's not like the cliche thankfulness, you know, like your mom, your dad, obviously you're thankful for those people, but like I was thinking about Cooper's teacher or a good neighbor who's there for you, or just somebody who lets you in traffic. I'm always grateful for that. You know, just like those little things that we let go by sometimes that are like, that does need a little more extra thankfulness.
yeah.
Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Like,
Something else that I really love to do at Thanksgiving is sit down and do like a little craft or something with my kids and have them write down what they're thankful for, because I'm always like, oh, that's good. I should be thankful for that too. It's just so fun to see what they come up with. So that's another fun thing. And it doesn't have to be like this big craft. You can even just have them like sit down with a piece of paper and write down the things that they're thankful for, and then maybe take time as a family and just talk about them. That's something that I really love and try to do every year.
I think it's good to like infuse that attitude of gratitude early on in the season, because it seems like Christmas comes around and the kids are just like, I want this and I want that and I want that. But if you're starting out the season with focusing on that gratitude, it's so good for them. One of the things I was thinking about as the holiday season was approaching, and as Thanksgiving is like right now, I was thinking about, you know, the original Thanksgiving and why we celebrate it, and just bringing people and cultures together, and how our world is so split with that. It was starting to make me think, like, what can I do to help that? Because, you know, it bothers me. It makes me feel like as a people, we're just so divided. You know, when you watch the news, I'm just like, ugh, it makes me want to throw stuff at my TV every time. I'm just like, why?
is that why you guys had to get a new TV?
Yes. It was me watching the news. I threw stuff at the TV. But it just is frustrating. And I thought back to during this last year and the trials that I've gone through. And I thought about times where I was really, really in my head and just so down, and I just was like, what am I doing? You know, how do I get out of this? I would meditate on oneness and letting go of the illusion of separateness, and realizing that, you know, my experience is unique for me and it's something that I'm going through, but it's also one and the same. Like, I'm not the first person to go through the things that I'm going through. You know what I mean? And when I started to meditate on that and started to like lift the walls of
Separation almost?
like separating myself from other people, feeling like, oh, like their life is better, or just feeling like I was so down and lonely, like, oh, nobody knows what I'm going through. How do I get out of this? Realizing that oneness of what we're all going through the same things, really. Yeah. And when I could meditate on that and lift that, and I started to see us all as just humans. Like, there's not separate people or separate experiences or people that are worse than others. It's like we're all human and we're all going through it. And I would feel joy through that. And I thought it's through that connection, that human connection with other people and our experiences, that you feel so much gratitude. And it was amazing. Like, I would go from like this low place to a total shift of, wow, I am not the only person in this world and I love everyone. Like, it's just so, it sounds so silly. Like, I love everyone, but I really did. Mm-hmm. And that oneness that we all have, I feel like this time of year helps us bring that together. And so that's what I was trying to focus on this holiday season, is like, we're all one and the same. We're not separate. Yeah. Like, we're all experiencing the same things.
It's a beautiful perspective beautiful.
It really is.
Just because someone suffers different trials than what you're suffering doesn't take away from who they are. And I like what you said, I think when you go through hard things, you start to feel really alone. And I think that's a really good perspective to realize that like everyone is suffering, and it might not be the same magnitude or the same trials that you've suffered, but really we've all gone through hard things. And when you think of it like that, it gives you strength to get through. And just feeling alone is kind of like a scary feeling. And that's where a lot of like, just bad things can creep in. So when you really put yourself in that mindset that, you know, you can be there for other people because you have suffered and other people have suffered, it really makes you feel like a smaller world brought together, you know? Brene Brown, I love her, I'm sorry, but she always talks about how it's really hard to hate people close up. And it's true. You know, it's really easy to judge people, especially like online behind a screen. But when you get close up to someone and you really, really get to know them, I think it's harder to hate them.
Yeah.
You know, because you really learn about who they are and where they've come from, and it's just hard to hate people up close.
Yeah. Well, and I think when you know someone in real life, it's just easier to love people. Like when we went to that Sparks retreat and not that I haven't ever felt this way before, but it really dawned on me to hear people's stories and where they've come from. And, you know, a lot of people have turned struggles into something amazing and inspiring and beautiful, and they're sharing that because of the struggle that they went through. So I think that when we share our story and we know someone in real life and we hear people and just see people for who they really, really are, it's just easier to love.
Yeah. There was, so at this retreat, they basically brought in all these kind of like entrepreneurial brands that were like startup brands. I'm sure you guys have heard of like the diaper bag, the Fawn design diaper bags. They had the actual owner who created the like CEO and owner of those diaper bags come in, and you look at the brand itself and you're like, oh, I'm sure this is some girl who's gone to fashion school and she knows everything, and now she's so rich making these diaper bags. And then you like, she comes in, she has no makeup on, this cute like low pony and like Converse tennis shoes and ripped jeans, and she's just so genuine and down to earth, and just you know, it's not like somebody like she's like makes all this money from making these diaper bags. And you really learned her story and heard her struggle and her dreams and visions, and then she put that all together, and it just makes you love her and that brand and appreciate her as a human. And it's like, if we did that with everybody and had to hear everyone's story, not that you have to create some amazing line to be an amazing person, but I just loved hearing, like you said, hearing her story, because it really developed her as a person.
Yep. And a lot of bloggers and a lot of YouTubers, like there are a lot of YouTubers that I love and follow, and they started because they just needed to feel a connection, and they just wanted that so badly. That's true. I just think that if we look at that person, you know, look at them from where they started and who they really are, instead of what we see and what we just speculate that they are, just really look at the person. So anyways.
I love that though, because think about the transparency. Like there's even YouTubers I've met that I'm like, oh, you're so different in person, even though I felt like I known them through videos. There's so much you just don't get. So to get close to somebody, it makes you like check yourself. Like, I don't really know them, I shouldn't think those thoughts, you know, when if you're online or whatever. But
yeah, I think it's one of those things that you can kind of look towards people that maybe you don't even, like, you might not ever get an opportunity to know, but like the people that you look at and you judge, that's your opportunity to switch it around. And I love the saying, there but for the grace of God go I, because it's like, if I were in their shoes, I would do the exact same thing, you know, like put yourself in their shoes, literally think about, okay, have I ever felt anger towards someone? Well, then I might understand why they're feeling this way. Or have I ever felt this way? Like, connect yourself with people through our human emotions, through what we all go through. You know, like their situation and their choices are different, but there but for the grace of God go I, you know, I could be just like them.
I love
and
that.
I'm not one to judge.
Yeah, I love that. So good things.
Oh man,
I'm already feeling the fillers.
So much love and thankfulness.
So for this Thanksgiving holiday season, we are challenging you guys to go out of your comfort zone and give thanks to maybe those people that deserve it or who are needing it, and maybe to love people a little bit more and to dare to get close to them, because it's hard to hate people close up. And like Colette said, you're not alone in the things you go through. We're always here for you. We love you. So leave down in the comments below, 1, the things you're saving money on, and 2, the people or the thankfulness that you're going to be giving this holiday season. We would love to hear it, and just fill the comments with, like, you know, uplifting things. We could use a little more of that in this world. And as always, thanks for watching. The Moms You, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We're so thankful for you guys.
Yes, we love you.
And if you want to totally feel the Thanksgiving spirit, we did a music video last year. Can you believe it's been a year?
No, I was just thinking about that and wishing that we did another one this year. It was so fun.
That was so fun. But we'll link that video below. You guys can go watch our turkey. Like, it was kind of like the things that could go wrong in Thanksgiving. But it's a funny music video. If you missed it, we'll leave it, get you in the mood, all the things. So we love you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.